Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He'll field this at the 5. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. The Ravens at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On third down, Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not a... And they will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second and 7, Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man in.
Touchdown! Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
To throw is Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out here with the option left. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson off play action. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Watson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Complete to Likely. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Finding space at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. To the air yet again, Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They'll roll him out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Throw left side there, Schwartz with it. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz from 3 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Watson going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a first down throw. Watson. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 3rd down, Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't. Those are the kicks that you worry you might have to confront again in the end. You had a chance to go up by 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter, but your kicker can't convert.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On 3rd down, Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. And that is taken in by Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much, and you forget the other options that are out there.
York able to send this one through.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Jackson.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
They'll start with the option. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
York on now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Browns 24, Ravens 10.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just...
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
No, we change it. Hey.
Throwing, Jackson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now here's the option play going left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Again, Watson to keep it.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Jackson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Browns, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.